Hello, my YouTube people. How you doing today? Well, I am great and back with another fun project. Yes, we have another side hustle project under $25, and this one is going to be so much fun. It is so cute and I cannot wait to present this to you. Thank you so much for the reception that you have given me on my other video about the side hustle for $25. I am so humbled and so overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you so much for all the comments and suggestions. I love all of your suggestions and keep them coming, guys. And if you want me to do anything specific for you, please let me know. Okay, so today's project, before I start, I always have these t-shirts with like different weird meanings or different sayings on them. So this one, I have to be honest, I didn't know what it meant when I bought it. I just liked the shirt. But so it says Biarritz, France. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I am so sorry, but I looked up the meaning for us, okay? So it is, I'm still pretending that I don't need my glasses when I absolutely do. Okay, so here we go. So it is a luxurious, it's a place in France, first of all, and it is a luxurious seaside tourist destination known for the Hotel de Palais. I don't know if I said that with a Spanish accent, I'm sorry. But it says it was originally built for the Empress Eugenie. Wow, like we should all go there, like after we, blow up on our YouTube channel, right? So anyway, back to our fun project. So we're going to be doing ornaments for pet lovers. I love dogs and cats. I'm allergic to cats, so I gravitate towards dogs. Actually, I'm allergic to both, but less to the dogs than to the cats. I don't know why, but I'm not going to discriminate. I'm going to give you for cat lovers and for dog lovers. So of course we're going to go to my favorite store in the world, Dollar Tree. So a little bit about this project. This is a very beginner project. I like to start off with beginner projects because I know a lot of people are not creative, right? So I take that into account. I've been in the design industry for over 30 years, and I just want to teach everybody what I know and what I can do. And I know that everybody can do it. I know you guys can do it. I know you can. So I do things with products that are already existing, so we don't have to make them from scratch, right? Of course, as we go along, I will have more classes and more tutorials on things that are a little bit more advanced. But for right now, I like to bring it down to the basics so that everybody could participate, right? Okay, so I went to the Dollar Tree, and this is not in the holiday section, guys. This is in the wood section where you have all of the crafts. Dollar Tree is looking like Michael's nowadays. I love it. So they have these wood ornaments, and they're actually wood hanging decor. You don't have to use them for ornaments, but I like them because they're nice and beefy, right? Look at the thickness on that. It's nice. It's great value, right? So we have the circle. I took off the twine and the little hang tag here. They have the heart. Look how cute that is. They have this guy, which is kind of like a nice little square with a nice little like edging. And we have the star, right? So what I did was I generated some artwork on the computer, and I'm gonna have some tips on that later on. And later on, I'll have a tutorial to teach you how to do this. Yeah, but in the meantime, we could just get pictures. It could even be our pets, pictures from the internet, pictures of, you can get custom pets. People can email you pictures of their pets and you can put them on here. So you can really steer this any way you want, right? So I printed out some cute little, look how cute that is, guys. His name is Max. Her name is Misty. And we can make these completely personalized. You can add that to your business profile. So if you want to do this, you can make it completely personalized, which I think would be really successful, right? We have this cute little Yorkie, this cute little Siamese cat. I just love them. And then for the back, I printed out the same background that I have in the front, but then I put here a stinky tail product. That's what I named my pet products. It's called Stinky Tail. But you guys can name it whatever you want. You could put your brand name here. You could put the pet's name here. You can do whatever it is that you want, okay? So I'm gonna cut this out just like I cut these out already. All you need is, don't need any fancy tools, a printer, and if you don't have a printer, you could print it at Staples. Some people could print it at work, but I didn't say that. So we're going to cut it out. I pre-measured the artwork, and how we did that was we take our ruler and we just print, you go the width, the height, and the width, and that's what you make your art square, so that it's easy to, you know, that it's gonna fit on top of your ornament. And you can, you know, it's okay if it overlaps. Remember, this doesn't have to be perfect. As long as this is made with love, I believe things are beautiful when they're made with love. I love gifts like this. I think they're so personal, especially when you give a gift, right? Or when I receive a gift and that person knows me and that person knows what I like. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. You know, it can be something that's really me. So it goes to show you that if you know the person and you give a gift with love, it doesn't matter how much it costs. You know, the fact of the matter is, and what's most important is that you give it with love. Even if it's a scraggly piece of paper with a note written on it, it has value and it will mean so much, and it will go such a long way that you actually thought about the person enough to personalize something according to what they like. You know, that's what it's all about. Another time I'm doing this very project, right? This is called like decoupage, and I'm sure that you guys have heard about this. You know, back in the struggle days, you know, because it wasn't always great. I didn't have much money, and my daughter loved Lady Gaga. So I had some boxes that I had bought, like cheap little boxes, like jewelry boxes and like trinket boxes. And I went and I decoupaged, I printed a whole bunch of pictures of Lady Gaga. And I printed it out for her and I decoupaged the whole box, but I also did it with like a star shape and, you know, other shapes. And she loved it so much. She still has it to this very day, and she's 31, right? So it just goes to show you that little things can be cherished for a very, very long time. So I've cut out my little shapes here for the back. So what we're gonna do is, so I showed you the shapes and the ornaments that you're gonna get, right? So then at the Dollar Tree, they have this Mod Podge. Guys, all it is Elmer's glue. So if you have Elmer's glue, feel free. I just happen to have this, and I know that they sell this at the Dollar Tree if you wanted not to get this big guy, or a big thing of Elmer's glue, you can get at the Dollar Tree. Also, it's the same thing. It dries clear. So they sell this. And this I happen to have in my stash. They also sell these foil flakes at the Dollar Tree. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like gold leafing or anything like that, but this is gonna be a really pretty effect around the edges, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Then we have these ribbons. Now, I didn't go into the Christmas section or anything like that because I like for the products that I make to look a little bit elevated. You know, I'm so against things looking like school projects. You know, so I got these ribbons that we are going to put in through these little holes. I took the twine out. You can save the twine for later because there's uses for it. So this guy is really cute. This is doggy related. I thought that was adorable. And then this plain ribbon with gold, because you want to make all of them different, right? So then in that craft session, they also have these square beads, which is going to be really neat to write like a little message or your pet's name or anybody's pet's name if you wanted to add that to your ornament, just to make it a little bit more elevated, just to give it that little touch of detail that goes a long way. And if you really wanted to put a lot of detail into it and make another little special thing, I got these stars. And these are called laser cut craft icons. They have them in all kinds of shapes, and they have some that say family. That, you know, this doesn't have to be pet related, but we'll have another video when it comes to that. I'm gonna do another one. So this is cute for stars that we can hang on. Just think of that little 3D touch, which is gonna go such a long way for this project. I cannot wait. I also have in my stash metallic silver paint, but they do sell little guys, little paints at the Dollar Tree, and they also have it at Walmart. You could get it fairly inexpensive. Like this whole thing was like under, you think about under $20, or just about $20. So we have our brushes that we're gonna use to spread our glue, and I like to save paper bags. My husband gets so mad at me. He gets so angry. He's like, stop bringing paper bags in there. But I have a purpose for the paper bags. And I don't believe in throwing anything away. I have a series of trash art called Basurarte. And I'll show you that in a later video, but I love to collect trash. I said, I want to go into our garage and see all of the little rusted knickknacks that we have, because I want to make something out of it. I have a problem, but it's a good one. It's a good one. I collect things, and not so much of a hoarder, but maybe I'm an art hoarder, because I think that I have a lot of everything stashed away in little corners. So when you hear me say things from my stash, it's my secret stash that I have hidden in the closet that nobody knows about, because I hide it, because then my husband will call me a hoarder. So anyway, we are going to start. So I'm gonna open up my Mod Podge, and let's start with our cute little Yorkie that I have already matched to my circle. This is what measuring does, right? So I'm going to dip my brush into the Mod Podge and just see how it looks like Elmer's glue. It's the same thing. I'm a big budget person because, you know, you have to be creative, you know? Necessity is the mother of invention, right? There was a show back in the day called MacGyver. I don't know if you guys saw MacGyver. Us Gen Xers, we know who MacGyver is, right? So MacGyver made things out of anything that he can find. It'd be like a toothbrush, comb parts, an avocado pit. You know, I'm gonna paste this on here, and I'm gonna go over the image, okay? It's not gonna rub off, and it's gonna dry clear, but we wanna make sure that it adheres to the wood. So we're gonna go over it completely. Kind of also gives it a coating, and it kind of protects your image here from wear and tear. So it's kind of like a little, you know, extra protection and coating. I promise you it's gonna dry clear, so don't worry. So MacGyver would make things, like ridiculous things, like a bow and arrow out of like shoestring and a hanger. You know, so I said, oh, that's cool. So I guess we're all kind of MacGyvers when we don't have like a lot of money for supplies. There's a place, I think it's in Mexico, where kids make instruments from garbage. And the instruments like are real instruments, and they sound beautiful. Like, I think there's a lot of YouTube channels that show that. It'd be nice and neat to go ahead and look that up. So, okay, I have my image nice and flat. He's a little foggy, but again, I promise you he's gonna dry clear. Okay, so we want to let him dry. So we're going to start on our next one. What do we do? Should we have our little Siamese cat? He's so cute, he's smiling, I love him. Or her. So you're gonna notice that you have an area here where the image does not cover. That's okay, because that's where this and our metallic paint is gonna come in, okay? So don't worry about that, we can cut that off later. Are you guys cat or dog lovers or both? Tell me in the comments what kind of animals you have. You can even do this with birds, fish. You have a little, I love gorillas. So if you know somebody who loves gorillas, you know, you could make this for them. If I could have a gorilla as a pet, I would. And I love groundhogs. I always tell my husband, when the spring comes, I see the little groundhogs on the road and they're standing up. I'm like, look, they're saying hi to me. They're saying hi to me. And he looks at me like, but I know they're saying hi to me. It's okay. So I wave. And then at the end of the season, it's even funnier because I see them on the road standing up, but they have their back to me. So then I say, oh, he's saying goodbye for the fall, for the winter. And then again, he looks at me like, I know the truth. So what are we gonna do here? Let's do Max. I love Max in the star, right? I love animal stories. I love those doggy videos where the doggies know that they're in trouble and they kind of like look at you like they really are like people with their little personalities. Like they know that they're in trouble and they're like, I'm like, they're so cute. To do is, you see how it's sticking out from the back? You turn it around and we're just gonna go around the edge like this and cut it. Okay, see? Go around the edge. And cut it nice and clean. Don't worry about the edges. This one wants to give me a hard time. Don't worry about it. Even if you lift it up a little bit and you go a little bit under, we're gonna go right over it. I have my white acrylic from my last project. This is the neat part about this. As you go into the $25 side hustles and you do a lot of them, you get to accumulate things. You get to accumulate supplies. How to clean our brushes after we did the Mod Podge or the Elmer's glue, just hot water and it comes right off. We're gonna get our brushes that we also got from Dollar Tree. We're gonna open up our paint. I like to use the cap, just to pour a little bit in there. Or get yourself a little plastic bowl, aluminum foil, even the tip of this paper, cardboard, or what do you call this paper bag. And I'm just going to paint the ornament, paint the little star. what are we gonna do? I like the fact that it's all nice and white and clean so that we can go ahead and kind of embellish it the way that we want, the way that we envision. So here, I think that I'm going to do some silver. What do you guys think? Some silver with tank? So we're gonna get our silver metallic. I like to punch little holes in the paint. That way we don't get a mess all around the edge. So what I did here, instead of getting all these little things dirty, all these little like containers, maybe you don't have any containers, I'm gonna make a little container for this paint here out of some tin foil. I'm just gonna make a little plate. And pour some of the silver in here. That way we can just dispose of it when we're done. So, just a little bit. And what we're going to do is we are going to go some light paint here. You don't want to get a lot on the brush, you just want a little bit. So you're just gonna kind of go around the border, kind of overlapping on the actual picture a little bit. And you can do it lightly so that, you know, you don't have a clump. And that it's faster drying this way too. And then when this is done, it's gonna be really pretty and really shimmery. You wanna overlap so that you don't have that papery kind of edge. It kind of camouflages where the paper is cut. It's a little pro tip. Just wanna go around. And don't worry about it being darker in some areas than in others, because we will fix that. Okay, so now we got overlapped on a lot of it, all around the edges, right? So you're gonna see that it's gonna be a little bit metallic. It's just gonna have a pretty little shimmer border. And we're gonna wanna go ahead and do the back. So do we want to create the distressed look on tank? I don't know. What do you guys think? You can also create a distressed look on with the metallic, and with your dry brush, you just want to kind of go all over him. That way when the light hits him, he's gonna be shimmery. Doesn't he look adorable? What ribbon do we think is gonna look cute on Tank? I think this little doggy bowl and paw ribbon is gonna look really super cute with him. So we're gonna take, how are we gonna get this ribbon through this hole, right? I'll show you a trick. So you just kind of like twist it a little bit. And with a little bit of tape, you're gonna make it like a little shoelace. Twist it so that you have like a little point. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna rip it off anyway. And you're gonna just loop it right through. I like the details. So we can come back and we can fill in and add a little glitter. What do you guys think about that? So how we're going to do this is we're going to take our glue. Now be careful when you open this because you're going to have flakes everywhere. So what you're going to want to do is open it very carefully. All right, see, it's going to look like that. It's very, very flaky. So we are going to take our brush with our decoupage or our Elmer's glue. And we're gonna dip it into the Mod Podge or the glue. And we're gonna go around some of the edges, right? Some of the edges, right? Then you're gonna dip the same brush lightly into this so that you can grab some of the leaf. And you're just gonna paste it on right there. Isn't that cool, the way that sticks on there? And you're gonna lay it down and you're gonna keep doing it. You're gonna have the Mod Podge. And you're gonna grab some of your leaf. See that? It's such a cool detail and effect. So we're gonna keep going around. You might want to take some of this gold leaf and put it on another piece of tin foil. And remember, make like a little plate. Just wanna spread some of this in here. This stuff is kind of like mixing in with the tin foil, but you can kind of tell the difference. You'll see the difference. So we're gonna keep on. Make sure that there's no tin foil left on your brush before you dip it back into the Mod Podge or Elmer's. And then let's continue. And grab some. Okay. And don't worry if there's a lot on one piece. You kind of can spread it around. It's kind of nice when something is not so even, because it gives it an intentional kind of look. Kind of 3D. And this stuff breaks apart, so you can maneuver it and place it really wherever you want. Okay. That's so cool. You don't have to do it all the way around if you don't want to. You can just do hints of it on the top just to give it a little bit of accent on the top and a little bit of detail. Sometimes we don't have to do things all the way around. Okay, so cute. It just elevates it. Like nobody would think that you got this from the Dollar Tree. And all it requires is just a little bit of detail, a little bit of changing something that's already existing around. And then if you add the personalized touch, come on, How cute is this Yorkie? This Yorkie mom is going to love this gift or want to buy it or this product. Remember, you can make a whole business out of doing nothing but this. The misconception about having a store and having like an online business is that you have to have multiple products. You can have one product and break that product up into different categories. Like I said, you can have these ornaments all year round. They could be birthday ornaments. They could be for all kinds of occasions. They could be home decor. They don't even have to be ornaments. This is so cute hanging up on somebody's wall. Of course, if you wanted to do that, you can do the Yorkie without the Christmas hat, you know, and just do a regular picture of a Yorkie. You can have little flakes on him so that it looks like they're little snowflakes falling from the sky. Look how cute he is. I love this guy. And the little ribbon just adds that cute little personal touch. I love this guy. You can do it along the sides too, so that it looks like it's encrusted with the silver. The beauty of this is that you can do whatever you want with this. You could do the leafing on the top so that it looks like it's snow falling. It's like little details. You know how snow glistens when it first falls and it first lands? It's so pretty. And you can have the same effect. Up on the top. It's so cute. I love this. You can break this apart. You see how it sticks to your fingers? It just sticks to everything. This stuff is really expensive. Like, look up gold leafing products with gold leaf. You'll be surprised how much things cost. You know, just gonna spread it around here, just a little bit separated, and it's gonna stick, and it'll break. See that? It's really cute, guys. I really love the way this is coming out. I think this is one of my favorite projects. Because, you know, whenever you see a dog or an animal, it just makes you smile. It just makes you happy. Look how cute that is. Look at that. It's just so good. Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is, guys. do it here on the little paws, and all around you can. Look how cute that is. Just gives it that little detail. Breaks apart with the brush. Look at how cute this is. Look at that. This is the cutest thing I've done, I think. There's our tank. I love it. What do you guys think? Who should we work on next? Don't forget to put your cap back on this. You do not want this to get all over the place. Trust me, it sticks everywhere. Look. So, how about Misty? Right? I love Misty. So, what we're gonna do around Misty, because she has such a distinct square shape, you can tell where it was cut. We don't want that. So we're going to take our white paint. And again, guys, you could pour it right in the cup, right in the little lid, because we're really not going to use that much of it. So we're going to take our brush. Don't saturate it with paint. You can use your paper bag here. It's kind of like a palette. And what we're gonna do is we're going to make the hard edges disappear by dabbing it. Sort of creating the feathered kind of effect, right? See? Go all around the natural shape of the outside because it has this pretty scalloped edge, right? Don't be scared that you're gonna cut off the image because it's really not gonna matter. See how that hard edge is disappearing? That's what we want. We want it to have a natural, soft, feathered edge. See how that disappeared? It comes out to really, it's really such a nice effect. So we're gonna open up our gold leaf. Remember, be careful. You can even have some on the cap, like that. Gonna dip your brush in your Mod Podge. Acrylic dries really quickly, so you want to start off where you first started here. Just brush a little bit of the Mod Podge, come back up and get your gold. Look how pretty that is. That is so super cute. Little touches of gold just make everything look just so much more expensive. Metals in general, when you just give it that little detail of metal, it just elevates the product oh so much. I love that. These little gold flakes just make it so much nicer. Guys, this is Dollar Tree. You can go somewhere, a nice boutique. I'm from New York. So in New York, next to in Bryant Park, they have this thing called Winter Village. At Winter Village, this would probably sell for a good $20, $30. How cool is that? Don't worry about it sticking up a little because we're going to lay it right back down with our glue because we're going to go over it. And you can place the gold flakes over the edges that we kind of like covered up. So then people really can't tell that this has a cut edge. So let me know, guys, if you like this video, if you like what you see so far, you like my content, please press like, subscribe. I would like to have you on my tribe. I appreciate all of your support. I would love to have you as part of the tribe. I think what we're going to do with Misty is that we are going to gold leaf the entire perimeter. It's all about the little details. I can't stress it enough. It will show and it will raise up your value. You'll be able to charge a little bit more than what you would normally charge or what people normally charge because it just makes your product look that much more expensive. So maybe for the Siamese cat, we don't do the gold leaf. I gave you an example with silver leaf. I gave you an example with the gold leaf. Now I'm going to give you an example of how this is going to look with the glitter. And again, we're going to use our aluminum foil to make our little container. So we don't make a mess. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna pour a little bit like that. I'm gonna put it to the side. Now this is gonna get a little bit messy. You can use 2 brushes or you can take some of the Mod Podge, scoop it out, and put it here so that you can keep going back and forth. And you don't have to go into the Mod Podge container. So here, there's a hard edge, but you don't have to worry about painting it because you're gonna put it, the glitter is gonna cover it. So here we go. Gonna go all around with the glue or the Mod Podge. You're gonna take your glitter. You may wanna have another layer of aluminum foil to catch the glitter so it doesn't go all over. And you're just going to how cute is that? Max, it's time for Max. What are we going to do with Max? I don't know. I think Max is kind of rustic, kind of masculine. You know, we don't want to put glitter on Max. We what do we want to do with Max? Let's put a little bit of glue here because it's coming up. This is what I mean. Don't worry about it because you can always lay it right back down. So what can we do with Max? Get our trusty aluminum foil. And get some black paint. Now, what we're going to do with Max is we are going to wet the tip and we're going to do the dry brush. So we're going to dry the brush here on our surface, on our paper bag. And we are going to lightly distress it. So, what are we going to do with our Siamese cat? Are we going to glitter all around? I think that we are. I think we are. We're going to make this a full glitter ornament. Rub our glue, our Mod Podge all around the edges. I'm gonna take our guy here. I'm gonna pour it around. Oh my goodness, I love this. It looks like snow, guys. Look how pretty. Look how pretty that looks. Max should be nice and dry, and we are going to put the ribbon through. We'll get our pencil. I'm going to poke a hole right through. Find the hole here. Poke it right through. And I think I like this ribbon for Max. What do you guys think? I like it too. So again, we're gonna take the end, we're gonna twist it. And I'm gonna get a piece of tape. Gonna get a piece of tape. And we're gonna twist it all around. Just twist it. Just like a shoelace. Twist it around. I'm gonna poke it right through. To get a nice edge. Look how cool he looks. Max looks super cool. Look at that. I love it. And here's Misty Misty's so cute. I just love her. I love all of these. All of these have their own unique personality, and that's what I love about this project. You can do whatever it is that your mind tells you to do. There is no right and wrong way to do this. Sides of the bow so you have a nice clean edge. You have to use a sharp scissor for this. Look at how cute this is. So I think that I want to do this. What do you think? I think that's going to be adorable. I'll probably want to do this with a hot glue gun. So how much do we want to sell these for? How much would you pay for it? Like I said, in Winter Village, in Manhattan, at Bryant Park, these can go for up to $40. Seriously, guys, these can go up to $40. Do your research on Etsy. But remember, what you're probably gonna see on Etsy are very thin versions of these. So these have a little weight to it. So I would charge definitely a little more. At the very least, $20 I would charge for these. I think they're really beautiful. And if you personalize it, $25 to $30 or whatever you're comfortable with. But don't undermine your worth because you're a beginner or because this may be the first time that you're doing it. This does not look like it came out of the Dollar Tree. And this was not difficult, guys. I know that you can do this. So if we have 4 ornaments at $20 or $25 for 4, this is $100. That is, it's a pretty cool side hustle to me. If you can make $100 off of this fun, adorable project. So my glue is hot. I'm gonna take my star, put it on the actual item, and glue it on. But we're not gonna stop there, are we? What are we gonna do? We're gonna glitter the star just for that one added little effect. Spread the Mod Podge or the Elmer's glue all over it. All over. And we are going to put our little tin foil here. I'm gonna put it right over it. Look at that. That's it, guys. That's the end of this lesson. Look what we made. We made 4 beautiful, adorable, 4 of the cutest ornaments I've ever seen because they have our beloved pets on them. So I hope you guys make this project. I really want to see what you come up with. Please comment below. I'll have an art pack with a template link below for these very items. So check that out if you're interested. If you want to make this project, show me what it ends up looking like, guys. I really want to see what you guys come up with. Oh, one more thing. So you see this guy? No, I'm not a drunk. promise I'm not drinking. I'm actually allergic to alcohol. A little bit of a fun fact. I get an instant migraine. But what I'm doing here is, of course, you know, I'm Puerto Rican. So every year, us Puerto Ricans make something called Coquito. And we use the Bacardi bottles. It's a Coquito, for those who don't know, is kind of like a spiked coconut Puerto Rican eggnog. That's the best way I could describe it. It's really delicious. And the way we do it is we recycle the bottles that we get from the ingredients. We recycle it. So you won't ever find Coquito in a brand new bottle. That, at least traditionally, a lot of people sell unique bottles with their Coquito, but the traditional way is to put it back in the container of the ingredients that you used. So I am going to do something really fun with this Coquito bottle using this decoupage method. Stay tuned for the next video where I am going to transform this Bacardi bottle into a holiday Coquito traditional Taino bottle that you can keep. Until the next time, peace.